I've seen a lot of posts about this Wall Street Journal article that says that people making over $250,000 a year, the top 10% of earners, don't feel rich. And, there's a lot of debate over this and kind of hand wringing, but I want to focus on the idea that I think this article doesn't get enough into, which is the fact that wealth is relative. And so much of how we think about our own money is psychology, it's not math. Your brain does not measure wealth in absolute dollars. It measures it in comparison to everyone around you. So if you are making 250K, but your neighbor bought a $2 million house, your brain makes you tells yourself that you are not wealthy. And this is something called hedonic adaptation. And it's why lottery winners often end up just as happy as they were before their big win. In the past, you were comparing your wealth to your neighbor, maybe your coworker, but now kind of in our digital age, we have more exposure to seeing everybody's lives and money than ever before. So this reference pool has gotten a lot bigger and in turn drives a lot more anxiety and sort of inflation expectation of how much we think wealth is. And you see this play out in surveys where, for example, Gen Z thinks you need to be making $500,000 a year and have a net worth of almost $10 million to be financially successful. Obviously, this is not feasible for the vast majority of people, and yet we feel like that's what we need to be doing to feel wealthy. What this article does touch on that I think is important to also point out is lifestyle inflation. So many of the, these high earners, people that were referenced in this article, often upgrade their life to match their rising income. And now they're sort of trapped in this vicious cycle where they have adapted to this new normal of, a bigger home, bigger mortgage payments, bigger everything. And so in that way, more money doesn't necessarily buy them security, it just buys them more expensive problems. And so many people have not taken the time to actually figure out what is enough money to them. And so they'll just keep making more and more money and being more and more unsatisfied because they don't align their money with their values and they don't have that sort of enough number in their head. The goalpost keeps moving. And so the lesson here is that if you don't understand the psychology behind your money feelings, more money is not going to fix them. You'll just find new ways to feel financially insecure at a higher income level. And that's why it's really important to remember that money can't solve money psychology. Only understanding yourself and your brain can do that.